Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is RJ. So today we're doing another crypto mining update. Now with this update, what we're looking to do is get keys in your pockets and coins in your wallets. So keep watching. Okay, and welcome to another video. And remember, if this is your first time visiting my channel and you want to learn more about how to earn cryptocurrency for free, about cloud mining sites, crypto investments, and lots of other crypto related stuff, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to tag that notification bell to be alerted to all my latest content as it comes online. Okay, so as you can see, we are here at the CryptoMiningGame website, and today we are going to be looking at how you find keys, how the withdrawal system works, and hopefully I'm going to be bringing you a payment proof as well. Now obviously the first implementation of this key sort of scavenger hunt simply was not the correct way of doing it, but now they are releasing a lot more keys out there. They're releasing 30,000 keys every week for us to get out there and find. And remember, one key equals 100 coins, whatever it is, whether it's bits, lits, dogs, dash, ethers, Bitcoin Cash, it's 100 coins no matter what. And if you are fortunate enough to have a Faucet Pay account, the minimum you can withdraw is 100 coins. So you actually only need to find one key if that's all you want to withdraw. Unfortunately, obviously, for those people that are needing to do direct withdrawals to their wallet, the minimum keys they require is 100. So obviously that target might seem quite high and almost unobtainable, but I'm going to show you how easy it is to find these keys and get your withdrawals done. Okay, so as you can see, we're in my CryptoMiningGame account, and the first thing we're going to be talking about is how to get your hands on some of these keys. If not, how to get your hands on a lot of these keys. Now obviously we're going to be talking a few hints and tips. I've also was testing last night a bit of a strategy on how to cover the area around yourself and the best way to possibly find more keys than you currently are. Okay, so my first hint and tip, if we quickly look at this, now this is from the original distribution of keys, but obviously the one thing that is a real big help to us is this counter that CMG put in the top, because it allows us to see the keys as they're deposited but also as they start running down. Now my first real tip on this is, when you've been looking for keys, even if you've already searched your area, if you suddenly see that counter jump by, you know, however many gets deposited, which is, I don't know, what is it, 1,000 or however many they deposit in those time slots. If you see that jump, then search your area again. Basically, because obviously these keys are getting dropped in random places every so often. 1,000 keys here, 1,000 keys there. You could have completely swept and looked around your area, but as soon as that 1,000 get deposited, that changes everything. Essentially, you're back to square one. And if you go and search that area again, you could find 1, 2, 10, 20, however many keys. I know my man Bill Carter out there, when this sort of got reshuffled with the larger amount of keys being deposited, Bill said he went into his account and he immediately saw there was 2 keys right next to him. And then he quickly had a search around and found 4 more keys. So in a real short space of time, Bill managed to find 6 keys. And like I say, because there are more keys being added all of the time. At some point, they will end up being in your area. So you've got to keep searching. But also as well, you've got to make sure you are searching in a large enough area to make it worthwhile. If you're just coming into your account and you're just looking in this immediate square, or you're using these arrows to maybe go out one or two extra spaces here and there, that is no way going to be enough, unless you are like Bill and were quite lucky. You're really going to have to push your reach on your search a lot further to be building the kind of keys that you want to be building, so you can start withdrawing those large amounts of coins. Now, basically the strategy that I worked on last night, or tested last night really, it sort of just popped into my head, is sort of the same way I go and do my grocery shopping. Now, I know this might sound a bit weird, but when you go into your local supermarket or shopping mall, the way I do it is I'll walk down one aisle. Once I get to the end of that aisle, let's say I turn left, I will then turn down the next aisle, and then once I get to the bottom of that aisle, I'll then turn right. I'll then walk up that next aisle, and then at the top of that aisle, I'll turn left again, and then walk down the next aisle and turn right. And basically sort of zigzagging my way along the aisles, like sort of as if you were looking at a snake as it went along. And that is basically the idea of the search strategy that I used. So basically what I do is I would click on these arrows and keep going as far as I could until when I clicked on one of these squares, the little thing popped up and told me that at that point, if I was to collect something at that point, I would need to send or need to use 70 crystals to send a drone to that point. We're not really bothered about the energy, because if you're sending, because normally the energy doesn't cost you that much, it's always going to be the crystal that's going to cost you more. But it's actually not the cost that I'm even considering. Basically, the 70 crystals is a gauge of time. So if you go out to, say, if you click on this arrow far enough and then click on a box here, and that tells you that's going to cost you, I think it's 600 crystals. Let's say it did cost you 600 crystals. In time, that will around about take 5 hours for your drone to reach that point, which, if there's a key at that point, by the time your drone reaches that, most likely anybody else in that area would have taken that key. So there is no point. So, but what I've, with a lot of testing and sort of trial and error, if you click out to this point and your extreme distance is 70 crystals, that will take your drone around about 30 to 40 minutes to get to. So if there's a key at that point, that's only going to take your drone about 30 to 40 minutes to go and get. And in that time, normally you've got about a 90% chance of retrieving that key. So basically that is what I do. So I'll give you a demonstration, a quick demonstration, but also what I've done is I've actually created a video of me demonstrating this. I will speed it up. It took me about 24 minutes to complete a partial sweep of the area to demonstrate it to you, and you can see what happens in that. what I'm going to do is I'm going to double that. I'm going to speed that up by double. So if you watch it in its entirety, it will take you about 11 minutes if you want to watch it to the entirety, and you can see how I use this strategy and what I find while using the strategy. And just to give you an idea of how well this strategy does work, if you look at the bottom of the screen, that is a short video of my collection panel in the world, and you can see me scrolling up and scrolling down, and you can see all of the coin keys that I found while doing that demonstration. And if we look here as well, this is a partial shot of my messages from that test that I did last night. So it's not actually from the demonstration that you're going to watch. This is from the test I did last night, and you can see there coin keys, mining boosts, coin keys, more mining boosts, coin keys, and it's just, and the great thing is by sweeping your area using this technique, obviously you're going to find coin keys as I show here, but you're also going to find all this other stuff that is really useful to your account, like mining boosts, like chests, like cards, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, let's dive into the world. So we go back to the account. So we're going to just quickly dive into the world, and I'm just going to give you a quick idea of how this works. I'm sure many of you have already grasped it anyway, but we'll just dive in here so I can show you. Okay, so I brought us to where the teleport station was. It's the most central part of the map. Now, I'm not going to guarantee in this quick demonstration we're going to find any keys, but it's just to give you an idea of how it works. So basically what you'll do, so imagine this is our starting point, and you'll just, like I say, you'd start off going this way, and then once you've done that whole one side, you'd then come back and start going the other way. So we click here. I think CMG is running a bit slow today. Probably no end of you out there trying to collect keys, that's why. Okay, so we just keep going. And what you do is every so often just click on there, and obviously we're a long way from where my actual location is, but what you'll do is in this box here, because obviously this energy box, don't worry about, it's the first number that you're looking at. You're looking to get that to 70. So we'll just keep clicking. And we'll keep clicking. And obviously what you need to remember is your starting point in this box. If you're only doing it on the two axes, which, like I say, you're going to cover about 90% of the area, just going this way and then doing it that way. You just need to remember this second box. So obviously we know it's 1250. That's another reason why I started this point, because it's dead easy to remember. So we just keep going. We just keep going. So we just click a few more times. So we're quite away from where we are. Okay, so also remember, once you've reached your point here, so let's say that now says 70, that first one, which is your 70 crystals. Once you get to this point, you've got to make a decision, is do you go left or do you go right? If you go left, obviously you're only covering 1/4 of your area. So then you would have to return back here, and then you would go right. So essentially you would do, so you'd come right, you'd go left, do all that one side, then you'd come back to this point, go right, do all that one side, and then you'd go back to your starting point and then start going the opposite way. So obviously we're at this point, we're going to go left. So you click once left, then you click a second time left, then you click a third time. Now the reason why we click 3 times is, one, it makes sure that when we're returning back, we're seeing a lot of new game area, but we're still sort of covering a small amount of what we've already covered. So there's a slight overlap, which is to make sure that there's no keys that we might have missed. So now what we do is we start heading back. So, and this is where you're going to start looking to, so we're at 1295. Now we're trying to head back to find 1250. Okay, so we keep going back. Like I say, obviously when you're doing this, you'd be going out a lot further to reach that point of 70 crystals distance. But this is just to give you an idea, a quick idea of how it works. Now, obviously, if you start finding yourself in areas that there's a lot of icons, buildings, coins, just press this button in the middle and that will clear that area. So if there's any keys hidden behind any kind of building or anything like that, you're going to see it. So we keep going, keep going. Okay, so we're at 1250 now. Now what you do is you'd click up again. So you click 1 up, 2 up, 3 up, clear just in case, and then you'd start heading back towards that destination of your 70 crystals. Now you've got to keep an eye on that. Don't look at the like I say, don't look at this on for your final destination when you're going, because if you keep going to that point, you'll find that because, like I say, because you're moving away from your starting point on 2 axes, you'll find that if you keep going to that same point you went on the first run, going that way, that when you check again, you'll find that you're more than 70 crystals distance away. So that's why you've always got to keep checking this here for your to keep that 70 distance away, meaning that when you send a drone to go and collect a key, that the distance traveled to that point is always going to be the same, which is going to be around about 30 to 40 minutes. And like I say, that seems to me about the optimal distance to go for, one, to search for the keys, but also for time to send your drones, that gives you a good chance of claiming that key before someone else spots it. Okay, so I've given you a quick idea of how that works. I'm now going to just quickly edit in that demonstration I did for you that is going to be speeded up to twice the speed. So like I say, if you watch it all the way through, it should only take about 10 or 11 minutes, and you'll see what we find. So I didn't want to bore you too much with that demonstration, but after that stopped, I did continue doing my sweep. And as you saw in that demonstration, I actually found 5 keys. Well, as I continued doing my sweep around the area, I found another 5. So in total, we found 10 keys. Now you can see there was 7 in that drop down or pop up. They've now, you just saw the screen reset, but they are all in my messages. So let's go and see how many we actually managed to claim. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 3 we didn't. So we got 7 out of 10. So 7 out of 10 keys. We started off with 33 keys, so we should be at 40 keys now when we go into our inventory. And as you can see there are 40 keys. Something I do recommend as well, now that CMG have put in this button here which allows you to sync your key total. Now apparently CMG said they were having some sort of issue, or there was a bug that basically sometimes when you were collecting your keys you were not getting credited for them. So what I would say is every time you do a sweep, you come in here, obviously you've claimed your keys in your messages, and just click sync and you'll see if you get any more. So it said that we synced and we ended up with 41. So in fact we actually gained 1 extra key there. There you can see 41 keys. Okay, so now we've got our keys. Let's go and look at the withdrawal system and see how it works. Okay, so here we are in the withdrawal section of CMG. If we scroll down, first we can see a reminder that CMG is dropping 30,000 coin keys over the gaming area every single week. So that is 30,000 opportunities you have to claim some of those keys and allow you to make the withdrawals that you want. If we use this drop down, you can now see that we have the 2 possibilities to make withdrawals. So the first one is to Faucet Pay, and using Faucet Pay, because it is a micro wallet, and like things like CoinPot that used to be around, Express Crypto and other micro wallets for programs such as CMG and other programs that we use to send those coins to micro wallets, the fees are absolutely minimal, and that is why we can send such a small amount. So to make a withdrawal to Faucet Pay, you only need 1 key. So it's not like you have to go out in the world and find 100. If you are withdrawing to Faucet Pay, you can use as little as just 1 key, which will allow you to withdraw 100 coins, whether it be bits, lits, dogs, whatever. 100 of those coins you can send to Faucet Pay for the cost of 1 key. Now if you have to, or you want to use the direct withdrawal to a personal wallet, then the minimum required in the way of keys is 100, as we can see here, which would equate to 10,000 coins. Again, whether it be bits, lits, dogs, whatever, you need 100 coins to do that direct withdrawal. But to be honest with you, I mean, I always use Faucet Pay on all of the programs that allow it, because one, it's fast, and the other one is to essentially send it from Faucet Pay to a personal wallet. Doesn't really cost a whole lot either. But obviously I know Bill Carter pointed out to me that US residents apparently cannot use Faucet Pay, which is obviously extremely disappointing. So therefore you guys will have to use that direct withdrawal option. But as I've shown, in a small amount of time, I found 41 coins. So it's not like that's taken me a month. That's just taken me a few days using that search system, that search strategy that I demonstrated. That's just taken me a few days. So a few more days, so maybe a week, I could easily be at 100 coins, which I could then do that direct withdrawal. So what we're going to do today, we're going to select Faucet Pay, and we're going to be sending lits, so essentially Litecoin, and we're going to use our, okay, so yeah, we're going to use our 41 coins. So we type in just to check our inventory, make sure that is correct. So 41 coins, that is correct. So we use, sorry, not coins, keys. So we use our 41 keys. So we put that there. And then what we need to do is, if we dive into Faucet Pay, you can see this is Faucet Pay. And these are going to be all my linked addresses. So we just copy the top one. Go back to CMG. We drop that in there. We've selected 41 coins, so just make sure that it doesn't make a difference. Yeah, okay, so they're 40. So there you go, 4,100. So basically don't just type it in, because until I used that arrow. I don't think this little box was there. So make sure that if you are going to type it in, you just use that those arrows just to make sure that you do get that shown there. Then what we're going to do is just hit withdrawal. So we hit withdraw, and it says please confirm your withdrawal request, follow the link to your email. So obviously, as before, you will get a confirmation sent to your email account, which you'll need to click on, and then I think it was, what was it? It was like a few days or whatever it used to be with the old system. Hopefully with Faucet Pay, it should be quite a lot quicker. Okay, so this is your confirmation email. I tend to find with any of these programs that send confirmation emails, it's always best to be already logged in before you click the confirm. I've tend to find that if you're not logged in and then you click the confirm on an email, on your email later, for some weird reason I've found in the past it doesn't always work, or you know, and then you have to come and do it again or whatever. But if you are already logged in, basically by clicking confirm, it will just take you to the site again, and it will say that the withdrawal has been confirmed and processed soon. Check withdrawal page for more info. And then what you want to do is your original tab for the program, just close that and then use this tab. So if we go here, go back to the withdrawal page, and so you have already requested a payout. Please wait until it's processed before asking for another one. Okay, so I'm actually recording this after the portion of the video that you have just watched. And basically what I wanted to do was I contacted CMG and I wanted to know and get the information on how long it will take to process withdrawals and the ETA, or estimated time of arrival, of those withdrawals landing into your wallets. And that was either Faucet Pay or direct withdrawals. Now CMG have come back to me and they basically said the way it works is that they process withdrawals in batches of $50. So when withdrawals that are submitted amount to $50 or more, they will be lumped together, processed, and then sent out to you guys with an arrival time of 3 to 5 days of your coins actually landing in your wallets. Okay, so before I finish off, I just want to share a couple of things with you. Now, as you can see here, my account has now been bumped up to Elite Member Level 5. That is because I have now been accepted into the CryptoMiningGame's creator program. And I did say I would tell you about this as soon as it happened. But I want you to know that this will not change or affect the way I review or talk about this program going forward. If there's something I don't agree with, I will tell you about it. But also, if I feel they're doing a good job, I will also talk about that as well. And finally, and this is something that I am really looking forward to, it might be a bit of a ways off, but anyway, I was lucky enough to get a bit of a sneak peek at what version 3 of CMG is going to look like. Now, this is CryptoMiningGame's user interface for version 3. Now, I know it doesn't give you a whole lot to go on, but I do think it looks pretty cool. So anyway, if you are interested in those earlier videos, they're probably on your screen right now. So get clicking and get watching. If you could smash that like button, really supports my channel, which then helps me bring more content to you. So take care, have a great rest of your week, and I'll speak to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.